The internet did not destroy classical wisdom. It distorted it. Welcome to Philosophy of Power and Paradox, a channel that examines how ancient ideas collide with modern systems and how power quietly reshapes truth. For centuries, philosophy demanded patience. Ideas were studied slowly, argued carefully, and lived deliberately. Today, wisdom is compressed into quotes, memes, and 30-second clips. The question is no longer what the ancients taught. It is what survives once the internet reframes their ideas. Classical wisdom was never meant to be fast. Plato did not write for virality. Aristotle did not seek engagement metrics. The Stoics did not teach emotional control so it could be aestheticized. Classical wisdom was built for depth, not reach. Its purpose was transformation, not affirmation. The internet, however, rewards immediacy. It favors what is simple, emotional, and shareable. As a result, ancient ideas are not studied, they are sampled. Stoicism becomes emotional numbness. Machiavelli becomes cruelty. Nietzsche becomes ego worship. Context disappears. Nuance evaporates. What remains is not wisdom, but branding. From philosophy to personality. Online philosophies no longer guide lives, they construct identities. People do not practice stoicism, they perform it. They do not study power, they cosplay dominance. Ancient thinkers warned against ego. The internet monetizes it. Classical wisdom becomes a costume worn for status, not understanding. This is the first distortion. Wisdom becomes personality. The algorithm as interpreter. In the past, scholars interpreted philosophy. Today, algorithms do. What rises is not what is true, but what retains attention. The internet reframes wisdom by selecting fragments that provoke reaction. Anger beats contemplation. Certainty beats doubt. Confidence beats humility. Machiavelli becomes a manual for manipulation. Stoicism becomes emotional suppression. Sun Tzu becomes aestheticized aggression. The algorithm does not lie, it simplifies. And simplification is the enemy of philosophy. The loss of struggle. Classical wisdom was forged in hardship. Marcus Aurelius wrote while governing an empire under siege. Epictetus taught as a former slave. Socrates questioned power until it killed him. Their ideas were born from lived struggle. The internet removes the struggle. Wisdom is consumed without cost. Quotes replace discipline. Understanding is assumed without practice. This creates an illusion of mastery. People speak ancient truths fluently, but live none of them. Power misunderstood. The internet especially reframes wisdom about power. Machiavelli warned rulers about survival in corrupt systems. The internet turns him into an advocate of manipulation. What is lost is his realism, not his ruthlessness. He described the world as it was, not as it should be. Online culture ignores this distinction. It rewards domination fantasies, not strategic restraint. Thus, wisdom about power becomes permission for ego. Why this matters? When wisdom is reframed incorrectly, it becomes dangerous. Stoicism without compassion becomes apathy. Machiavelli without ethics becomes cruelty. Nietzsche without humility becomes narcissism. The internet amplifies partial truths until they replace the whole. This is not accidental. Extreme interpretations generate engagement. Balanced wisdom does not. The opportunity beneath the distortion. Yet the internet is not the enemy. It is a mirror. It reveals how humans respond to ideas when speed replaces depth. Classical wisdom still exists, but it now requires discernment. The modern thinker must become a filter. To slow down where the internet accelerates, to question where it simplifies, to seek context where it fragments. True wisdom now hides in plain sight. reclaiming depth in a shallow age. To truly engage classical wisdom today requires resistance. Resistance to shortcuts, resistance to aesthetics, resistance to certainty. Ancient philosophy was not designed to make you feel powerful. It was designed to make you responsible. It does not offer dominance, it demands discipline. And discipline cannot be viral. The paradox of access. We live in the only era where wisdom is everywhere and understanding is rare. The internet did not erase philosophy. It exposed how easily it can be misunderstood. The responsibility now lies with the individual, to read beyond quotes, to think beyond aesthetics, to live beyond performance. If this kind of depth matters to you, subscribe to Philosophy of Power and Paradox. We don't simplify truth for comfort, we slow it down for clarity. Because in an age of noise, depth is rebellion.